Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole McCallister, and I'm one of the social workers here at Ironwood Cancer and Research Centers. I want to thank you all for joining me today to get a little advice on safe travel. For the past couple of years, due to COVID, a lot of us have withheld vacations or travel planning to stay home and stay safe. But as restrictions are lifting and changing every day, many of us are starting to think, where do I want to go? I need to get out of this house. I want to travel. I want to see a new place. But if you're a patient and you've been advised to forego travel due to treatment, maybe you've been stuck at home, not because of COVID, but because of that. We want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to travel if that's what they're hoping to do, but we want you to do it only if it's safe. So today we're going to talk about what you need to know and what you need to share with your doctors in order to get that clearance to say you're safe to travel. The first three things we're going to talk about are destination, transportation, and lodging. Where do you want to go? Do you want to stay within Arizona and maybe just go up to Sedona? Do you want to go to San Diego and sit on the beach for a few days? Or are you thinking big? Do you want to go international? That's very important to know where you're going and who you're going to travel with. Once you have that kind of down and planned, then how are you going to get there? Is it a travel by car trip, or do you need to get on a plane? Both of those have very different risks. If it's just you and your car, you're going to be exposed to a lot less germs, a lot less risk. It's going to be a lot safer option. But maybe you can't travel to where you want to go by car, so you need to take a plane. Again, things you need to consider and plan and kind of put together before you talk to your doctor. Then you need to decide, where are you going to stay? Are you going to stay in a hotel? Are you going to stay with family? Or are you going to stay in a vacation rental? You might want to consider Airbnb or VRBO as the vacation rental option for your lodging. There, that's less busy. It's only you going in and out of the rooms, so you're not exposed to different germs throughout your travel. If you're going to stay with family, be prepared to have a discussion about boundaries. Where do you stand with physical contact, wearing face masks? Maybe you even want to check in with them just before you arrive to make sure everyone's healthy and well. It's your safety and your health, and it's okay to set rules for what you need to feel comfortable. Once you have your destination, your transportation, and your lodging planned, then we ask you to go in and talk to your doctor. Let them know what you're thinking. They know your overall health better than anyone else, and with you, they can decide what's best and what's safest. They may ask you to do blood work to take a peek at what's going on. All of us respond differently. All of us are unique to the treatments and medications and therapies that you may have gone through with your cancer journey. So we want to know if your immune system is strong enough to be put at risk, or maybe you're just going to go sit on the beach in a little place with just you and your husband, and it's not much different than staying at home. It's a big difference. So talk to your doctor about all your options, and they'll let you know what the safe outcome is for you. Some things to consider: always make time for rest. Every day, you need to be okay with, maybe I need to take a nap in the afternoon. Maybe I need to sit down and just take 20 minutes to rest and recover. It's so important. Sitting at home and traveling are very different activities, and you're going to expel a lot more energy from your excitement, your travel, riding in a car, riding on a plane, going through the airport. So we want to make sure that you stay strong so that you can enjoy your vacation. Also consider bringing your own cleaning supplies, such as hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, extra face masks. If you're doing a rental, or even if you're staying at somebody else's house or a hotel, once you arrive, you or your travel mate can do a good once over on the place you're going to be staying. Think about light switches, door handles, those contact surfaces where other people may touch. Give it a really good wipe down so that it's fresh, clean, and ready for you so that you can stay safe. We also want you to stay hydrated. It's so important to remember to drink plenty of fluids and also to eat, even if it's just small meals throughout the day. We need your strength up, and if you're on medications, you may need that extra fluid or those extra meals to kind of help your medications process better. So pack snacks, bring a flask, fill it with water, but stay hydrated and stay healthy, and don't let yourself go hungry. Don't forget to splurge though, and maybe try some new food in your new destination, wherever that may be. Other things you might want to consider are your medications. Some people like to take their pills and put them in those little kits. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, morning, afternoon. But when you're traveling and possibly going through airport security or screening and having carry-on luggage, you want to keep your medications in the containers that have that prescription on there that they belong to. So that if anyone questions what these pills are as they're going through your luggage, they know exactly what it is, and there's no concern for what are you bringing on the plane. Make sure you bring everything with you. You might also want to look into your destination and what kind of medical care is available. Is there a place where if you have an emergency, is there a hospital nearby, or is there a way to get treated nearby? You might also want to look into your insurance. Some insurance plans don't work outside of the state that it was issued. For example, Arizona Medicaid plans aren't valid in other states unless it's an emergency room visit. But for routine care or like a little urgent care visit or a Walgreens take care clinic, that insurance isn't going to work. So look into your plan and make sure that you have options for care should you have a need for it. If you aren't cleared to travel just yet, we understand that can be frustrating, and we understand that people have been at home trying new hobbies, reading new books, reading new movies. Maybe you feel like Netflix just doesn't have anything new on it lately, and you need something outside the box, something new to try. So I'm going to give you a couple suggestions. There's a lot of virtual museum tours from all over the world. You could go to Amsterdam, England, Germany, and go to these museums virtually and kind of see in these tours and experience it. A lot of them are free too. Some are low cost, just depends. I know I recently did a tour of the Guggenheim Museum in New York. I've always just wanted to see that, never been. So I was bored one day and logged in and tried it, and it was really, really interesting. I also saw the Natural History Museum in England. So it was fascinating to see the differences of what a natural history museum looks like here versus there. Pretty much the same, but sometimes they have a different take on things. The accents of the people giving the tours are always interesting as well. There's a lot of historical site and animal webcams that you can kind of peek into and take a look at all over the world. And I'm going to show you a few of those now. Just bear with me while I share my screen with you. So the first website we're going to go to is Skyline Cams. Skyline Webcams has live cameras from all over the world. So this is their main page. So you can see they're highlighting Prague right now. So you click on that, and that's what it looks like live over in Prague. It's nighttime there, so it's a little late. So there's not a lot of people walking around. But if you scroll down, it talks a little bit about the history of that city, and maybe even shows you some photos from during the day that were captured by other people taking a peek. You can go by category and just look for beaches, city views, historical sites, animals, volcanoes. I guess there's a whole section and interest for volcanoes, where you can go to the top webcams. Here, if you click on that top live cams, you can kind of see some pretty interesting places from all over the world. It starts off in Italy at Trevi Fountain, Milan. And if you keep scrolling down, you can see the Colosseum in Rome. Right next to Rome is the Fort Myers Beach in Florida. So let's You know, you can see what people are up to and if they're swimming, if there's a storm going on. You can see downtown New York at 42nd Street. But let's think outside the US and kind of maybe see some places. You can peek at the Eiffel Tower, and go to Venice and maybe see a gondola swing by. Some of them aren't very interesting at night, so you have to remember the time difference. Let's step over here to Playa La Bonita. Go see what they're up to on the beach. Looks like some people just got done swimming. Those waves look pretty rough. I don't know if I'd be able to go in there right now. They might take me out, but people are enjoying the beach, have some chairs, have, you know, just and watching the sunset come down in Playa La Bonita. So that's an option for you, is to check out these live cams and maybe see a place around the world you've always wanted to see. There's the Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro, Sydney, Australia, in the Bay. I don't even know this place in Argentina, but it's light there, so you could take a peek. So there's lots and lots to see all over the world. You can go to Las Vegas if you want to stay a little bit closer to home, the Grand Canal, Venice. Seychelles is beautiful, so I'm sure during the day it's absolutely gorgeous when you can catch some light on it. But if you are more of an animal kind of person, which is me, or natural things like oceans, head on over to Exploreorg. This is a pretty cool website, and they have so many different live cams that you can look at. So I think let's take a peek at one. So this is in Iowa, and it's some bald eagles sitting on a nest. So there's the eagle on her nest, keeping an eye out for predators. Not many of us get to see a bald eagle up that close, so it's kind of fascinating. They're actually quite large birds. So probably sooner or later, we're gonna get some babies in there, and then you would look at the cam and see babies. Speaking of babies, here's a kitten rescue in Los Angeles. Some little kittens spending some time with their mom. So cute. You go down here, another beach view in Hawaii. I know I'd rather be in Hawaii right now, but there's some people enjoying the beach. You can check out the oceans and the waves. There's some underwater scenes. So this one is known for capturing manatee, and it's in Orange City, Florida. You can see a fish over here. I have the volume turned off right now because we're filming, but you can hear the water and like the bubbles. It's actually very zen. They have a whole section here just on Zen cams where you can kind of go and just turn on a background, maybe doing some meditation or mindfulness. So this is a polar bear place, but they have it pointed to the sky at night because they capture the aurora borealis, which if you've never seen in person is just amazing. So the next best thing to seeing it in person is let's take a look at a live cam and see it. They have tons of different sanctuaries all over the world. And so you can go see the different type of animals you enjoy. You can see wolves. If you want to watch some alligators, you could. Different birds. If you're a cat person, there's cats. Here's the famous Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. If any of you have seen The Tiger King, this is Carol Baskin's place, but that's Coda, their new lioness, just taking a little snooze. I mean, it's kind of peaceful watching a lion sleep. It's better than watching them come see you. So maybe you want to zip on over to Africa and see what's going on the other side of the world, several hours away. This is a live shot of a watering hole in an elephant park. Nobody seems to be out right now, but some of these cams, which is a really good thing, is they do highlights and they do some educational shows as well. And so this is an educational show. So if the volume is on, you would hear kind of people doing education while they're watching live animals. And so they film it and kind of put together something that you can watch. So here's a family, a pride of lions in South Africa. And so they're probably talking about lions and how their prides work and things. There's the gentleman. So you can tune into all kinds of stuff there. They also just do highlights from the day if there's nobody kind of out and about at night. I have turned on some of these water cams at night and seen lions walk by, giraffes, elephants taking a drink, hippos. This is at a river in South Africa. There's a lot of bugs out there you can see. I don't know if that's an animal out there in the water, but it's just kind of interesting to see how they show things. Here's one of those highlight reels from the watering hole, and you can see some elephants out there. And over here, they're coming in for a drink. You'll see them playing and kind of keeping an eye out for each other. But the little babies, there's a younger one with this group, and there's a younger one over here. So whatever finds, sparks an interest with you, like take a peek, get to know them. Here's in the Congo, you can go look at gorillas, the infamous silverback. Sometimes the babies that pop up on this one are so cute, but explore that way. That's a safe way to explore, is through a webcam around the world. And here you can see so many different things. And we just want you to experience new things, learn, kind of find some enjoyment in what you're doing. So zip on over to Alaska and watch some bears salmon fishing. I hope they catch one. But stop that. So I just want to thank everyone for enjoying. And as always, you can reach out to your social workers through the Supportive Care Services Department at Ironwood. You can email us at socialwork@ironwoodcrc.com, or you can call our main line at 480-314-6670. We want to be here for you. We kind of want to help you work through any anxiety about traveling or any anxiety about not being able to travel. So we are available. We have resources for all of that. And thank you for joining. Check out our YouTube page for lots of other content and educational videos that you can take a peek at as well. Take care. Bye-bye.